Here we are at the end of another campaign that started, gosh, last fall. Seems like it goes really fast. So tell us how this year's campaign was a success.
Oh, this year was just wonderful. So, as you had mentioned in August, is when we actually kick off the campaign with what we call our pace setters. And then you fast forward a month, and we have around this year was amazing. We actually had over 80 local different companies that partnered with us and allowed us to participate in payroll deduction with their employees. So, stay tuned for the final announcement of how much we raised this year, but I am so thankful for our core group of leaders inside of those companies that really led the efforts in fundraising and making giving a fun opportunity to engage with employees and the local community. So it's been a whirlwind of a year, but it's been great.
You know, you get a lot of the companies and businesses do the payroll deduction. For those who aren't a part of that, it's easy to become a part of that, is it not?
Yes, yes. So, honestly, whether you're an individual community member or you're an individual at your organization, your job title doesn't have to be marketing or HR or anything like that. We welcome all community members to participate with us. There's so many different ways that we need your help throughout the year. So, please reach out, and I know that we can find a great place to utilize your time and your resources.
So we'll find out on April 8th what's going to be happening that day.
On April 8th, we are hosting our annual Community Impact and Investment Celebration. What that event is truly a place where we recognize and show our appreciation for all of the companies and their efforts, and even local community members who have made it a point to support our campaign this year. And also this time of year, it's amazing to see, but we actually have what's called a community-led investment process. So we have community members who participate on panels. These panels go out and they make visits to all of our 31 agency partners. And there they actually are the ones that make the recommendation to our board as to where all of the funds that we raised this year are invested back into the community. I think the reason why that's so important is because, it's not United Way raising this money and then giving it back ourselves. We truly take into account and are 100% driven through these recommendations from local community members to our board. And then again, Daren, it's an amazing opportunity that United Way has. We actually have an endowment. This endowment actually services all of our expenses. So every dollar that was raised this year through our campaign, we're celebrating on April 8th that 100% of it goes back into our community. So that's exciting.
I don't know that there's a lot of United Ways that can say that.
No, no. In fact, I actually heard a statistic. We're in one of the top 10 largest endowments of all United Ways. And, little old Fort Smith, Arkansas, we have such a giving community, and I love to be a part of it. It's exciting place to be.
All right, so along with everything else that United Way does to help with the community, there is a new advocacy group that now has been started called Rise. What is that all about?
Rise stemmed, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about where it came from, but early in the fall, I think I recognized very quickly that when it comes to our campaign, we have around 30 to 50 local leaders who truly host and are advocates inside of their community circles or organizations. And really, I feel like when I talk campaign, it's with these core group of people. So what we did was we developed a group called Rise, and it's comprised of community leaders who are focused on supporting the impact of United Way in the community. It's truly open to all, but I do see how these people stand out in the way that they support our mission, which is to unite resources and people. So through Rise, we actually will host quarterly engagements where we focus on best practices and ways to encourage our a local community to give back. We develop new ideas and ways to engage the local community around us. We focus on volunteerism. But then also, it's so important that we understand the basics of United Way, the fact that we have an endowment that supports all of our expenses, the fact that we have 31 agencies that are so in need of the funds that we raise every year. So it's an exciting group. We have a lot of fun, but we also do so much good. So I'm very excited to have Rise up and running. We have, of course, a community on Facebook and all of the things. But if you'd like to join or interested just in learning more, please reach out to me. I'm happy to connect with you.
So it's more than a group for fundraising. It's every aspect about the United Way and how it can tie into the community.
Absolutely. From volunteering to sharing new ideas, there are so many ways that we can partner. And I think it's just so important that we continue to have a current pulse with what's happening, the current needs in the community. This helps us achieve that. So.
And you got, with these folks, they're about as tied into the community as anybody. And so use their expertise or tap into that expertise.
Yes, with our, I know I mentioned it earlier, we had over 80 different companies, and they just represent the vast majority of industries in our area. So it's very interesting. I see that there are very common needs and opportunities and sometimes challenges among them all, although we do so different of job functions on the daily basis.
Yeah.
So,
All right, Maddie, thank you so much. That sounds like a great program. Appreciate your time.
thank you, Darren. We appreciate you.